down here, 4 seconds out with former world champion Carl Frampton. Carl, very much a wanted man here. I want to get your opinion, so let's go straight into it. Where is the fight between Crocker and Donovan won and lost?
I think Lewis has to get close and stay close. The output wasn't good enough the last time. His lack of head movement wasn't good enough the last time. And he kind of made things easy for Paddy on the night. Blocks a lot of shots on the gloves as well, and even when you're blocking them with your hands open too, which Lewis does, you can still do a lot of damage. So I think he needs to, the main thing is he needs to get close and stay close, and not when he does get close, not allow Paddy to create space again. Paddy's an unbelievable boxer, but Lewis will have to take risks. In that sense, that's the only way he wins. You know what I mean? It may be seen as a bit of a risky tactic, but I don't know how else he wins.
With what happened in the first fight between Crocker and Donovan and the way Paddy maybe didn't have, I don't know what the right word was yet, I'm thinking about the right word, maybe temperament or discipline. Yeah. When as a fighter do you learn that, and do you think Paddy can control that this time around?
Well, I think you learn it after you get disqualified in your previous fight. So if Paddy hasn't learned after that, then he'll never learn really. But the referee was on him a few times. He was a bit dirty with his head and elbows and stuff. So I think he needs to sort that out going forward. No doubt in my mind, Billy Nelson, whoever the referee is for tomorrow night, will be hounding him from the start. Watch this guy's head, watch his elbows as well. So Paddy's going to have to be careful.
And what does it mean for the area to have two fighters from the region contesting for a world title?
It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's the first time two Irishmen have fought each other for a world title. That stat was I'd only heard that in the build-up to this fight. So considering we've produced so many good fighters over the years, it is a bit of a mad statistic. But it's great. It's great for the island of Ireland, Irish boxing as a whole. But me being the selfish person that I am, I would like Lewis to win and keep bringing big, massive nights back to Belfast. If Paddy wins, he'll be looking to do it elsewhere, maybe Dublin or Limerick. But I hope Lewis can pull it off.
Let me get your thoughts on some of the headlines. First of all, Canelo versus Crawford again. Where is that fight won and lost for you?
I don't think it's going to be the most exciting fight in the world, if I'm being honest. And I think it has to be a boring fight for Canelo to win. I think he's going to move a lot. For Crawford to win, he's going to have to move a lot. I think Canelo, his feet aren't what they used to be. They've slowed down a little bit. And I think we might see a boring fight that finishes on a close points decision for Crawford. By the way, a lot of people are saying Crawford now as well. I think the majority are saying Canelo, but there is a lot of people saying Crawford. I was the first one to say it when he beat Earl Spence, and everybody laughed at me. So if he can pull it off, maybe it looks like I know what I'm talking about.
Let me just push that a little bit more, because Bivol and maybe Golovkin, for some people, Bivol did get the victory, but Golovkin, for some people, feel that he did get the victory. Can Crawford in any way do what Golovkin did and meet him toe for toe and exchange with him?
Don't know. I think that would be a dangerous move. I think that throughout camp, look, Terence is a brave fighter, and he's got a good solid chin as well. Takes his shot well, but I think that would be silly to be trading with Canelo. And I think just don't let him set his feet. Try not to let him set his feet. It's easier said than done against a world-class operator like Canelo, but that would be my plan going in.
When you know you're in with someone who's stronger than you, the way that kind of media or people kind of look at it is like you have to navigate through 4 or 5 rounds, and maybe like the endurance goes, or maybe the power goes a little bit, and then you can take those risks. Is it that similar sort of game plan for Crawford if he is to exchange with Canelo?
I think so. Yeah, as the fight goes on, that's when you can start to take more risks. And as the fight goes on, fighters' power kind of lessens normally anyway. So I think he can take risks at certain stages in the fight, but it has to be at least in the second half. I don't think it would be wise to take too many risks too early.
On to another huge fight, Mayweather versus Tyson, Carl. You like it?
Not really. Well, not at all, to be honest. It's just, I don't know. I'm just getting a bit fed up with it all. And fair play to the boys, making a lot of money. Well, we've seen what Tyson was like in his last fight, and what's the point, really?
Is there an argument to say, look, you put a headline like that that's just going to get the eyeballs, and then you fill it out with traditional boxing, that's good for the sport? That's not my stance, but could you argue that?
Yeah, you could argue that. I think, and not the what the fuck's he doing? He's put me off, wanker. There is an argument that could happen, and I suppose if them two, there is going to be a lot of eyeballs on the event. So hopefully there is world class, real boxers in their careers, in the middle of their careers, able to showcase their talents. And I just don't fucking like it.
On to another huge fight: Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis.
Madness. It's a bit stupid, isn't it, really? Gervonta Davis, I think, believe it or not, is maybe a little bit smaller than me, shorter than me. Jake Paul, is he 6'2" or something like that? 6'3", big lad, big lump. It's going to look stupid, but I imagine Gervonta Davis knocks him out, which could happen because he's such power in both hands. I think if anyone's getting knocked out, I think Gervonta Davis has enough about him not to really get hit too much by Jake Paul if he doesn't want to be. Certainly not get knocked out by Jake Paul. And I think if anyone's getting knocked out, it's going to be Jake Paul. But I would imagine he gets knocked out by. I know Tank has boxed up the weights a wee bit, but he's really probably only a lightweight. Imagine he sparks him out.
I've been having this debate with people who I've been in the boxing gyms a little bit, trying to learn the trade, and I've kind of understood the power of body punch from someone who actually knows what they're doing, or a punch in general. Can you explain to people why someone from the low weights can knock out someone from the higher weight?
Well, obviously you go to a body. If someone's powerful as Gervonta Davis is, can nail you to the body, there's a good chance that he's going to break a rib or potentially hurt you anyway. I mean, I think he's enough power to knock someone out like Jake Paul, possibly with a headshot, and that may sound mental, but I think the guy carries that much power on both hands that there's a small chance that it could happen. But technically, he's a lot better than Jake Paul, obviously. But yeah, it's another bizarre one.
Does Jake have the skill to execute a knockout punch on Gervonta?
The skill, I wouldn't say the skill. He has the size because he's a big guy, but I just think that Gervonta Davis is clever enough not to get hit too much by Jake Paul.
Very last thing, I wonder if you saw Anthony Joshua's comments directing towards Tyson Fury. He wants that fight. Do you think we'll ever see it?
What's that again?
Anthony Joshua's comments towards Tyson Fury. He wants that fight. Do you think we'll ever see it?
I would love to see it. I would love to have seen it a few years ago, but absolutely would love to see it. I still think it's a huge fight. I think it's a sensible fight for both guys at this stage of their career. I think you could probably make the argument that both are probably not as good as they once were. And although, like I said, I would have liked to have seen it a number of years ago, it's still a fight that I would like to see a lot more than Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis or Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather.
Put your money on.
Don't know. If it gets made, you can ask me again.
Oh, gentlemen, thank you.